Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for subscribing, and for those of you who haven't, what on earth are you waiting for? Anyway, the information for this video was given to me by a fellow excellent YouTuber called Freedom Dad. Here he is. He's been covering this story in his native Ulster, where he has produced some sterling live streams, so please subscribe to him and go and watch. Now, in this video, of course, we're going back to Ballymena, County Antrim, Ulster or Northern Ireland, where the local constabulary, the PSNI, Police Service of Northern Ireland, for those of you not keeping score, have apparently decided to audition for the North Korean Ministry of Fear, and what a performance they've given. So picture the scene. Dunclug College, a secondary school full of teenagers minding their own business, probably texting memes or sneaking a vape in the loos. Suddenly, in march the PSNI, all badges and bravado, herding these kids into the assembly hall like they're rounding up cattle. Why? To deliver a sermon straight out of a dystopian novel. They announce, brace yourselves, that they're going to seize every single mobile phone in the school to check if any of these kids were involved in the recent protests in Ballymena. Oh, and as a cherry on top, they threaten to charge the parents with child neglect if their little darlings are found guilty. Child neglect, because apparently letting your teenager have a phone is now the same as abandoning them in a forest. So can you imagine the look on these kids' faces? Terrified, confused, probably wondering if they're about to be shipped off to a gulag for liking the wrong TikTok. This isn't policing, folks, this is intimidation, dressed up in a high-vis jacket. This is the kind of stunt you'd expect from a regime that bans haircuts and fun, not from a so-called modern democracy. And let's be clear, in all the decades of Ulster or Northern Ireland's troubles, bombs, bullets and barricades, did the police ever storm into schools to shake down kids over riots? No, of course they didn't, not once. So why now? Why Dunclug College? Why Ballymena? I'll tell you why. Because it's easy. Because these are soft targets. Because the PSNI, under the fearless leadership of the Chief Constable, whoever he is, knows they can flex their muscles in a Protestant town like Ballymena without any pushback. Now, let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine the PSNI pulling this stunt in a Republican West Belfast or a Catholic school in Londonderry. Go on, picture it. They'd be lucky to get out with their riot shields intact, wouldn't they? We've all seen the footage of nationalist communities lobbing bricks and petrol bombs at the PSNI, sometimes with the kids joining in for extra credit. Yet, do you see the police barging into those schools, demanding phones and threatening parents? Of course not. That would be provocative. That would be escalation. But in Ballymena, that's fair game. Now, don't get me wrong, riots are bad. Nobody's saying kids should be out chucking Molotovs or setting bins on fire. But let's have a bit of perspective here. The PSNI's own reports call this recent trouble in Ballymena racist thuggery. And sure, some of it sounds ugly, petrol bombs, fireworks and the usual idiot's arsenal. But storming a school and treating every teenager like a suspect isn't justice, it's collective punishment. It's lazy, heavy-handed and reeks of a police force more interested in looking tough than actually solving problems. If they've got evidence, arrest the culprits. If they've got images, and they've released plenty, why haven't they? Then go after those people. Don't terrorise a bunch of kids who are probably at home playing Fortnite when the riots kicked off. And let's talk about those phones. Seizing every mobile phone in a school? Really? What's next? Cavity searches for dodgy Snapchats? These are teenagers, not Al-Qaeda. Their phones are full of selfies, group chats and probably a few embarrassing voice notes. If the PSNI thinks they're going to find a rioting master plan in there, they've been watching too much CSI. And threatening parents with child neglect charges? That's not law enforcement, that's a shakedown. It's the kind of tactic you'd expect from a mafia boss, not a police service that's supposed to protect and serve. So here's a question to the PSNI. Why the theatrics? Why the North Korean playbook? Is it because you're under pressure to look like you're doing something? Is it because Ballymena's an easy target? Or is it just that you've forgotten what actual policing looks like? Whatever it is, you've crossed the line. You've taken a generation of kids who already don't trust authority and given them a masterclass in why they're right. Well done. And to the people of Ballymena, I say this: don't let this slide. Ask questions, demand answers. Because if they can do this to your kids today, what's stopping them from coming for you tomorrow? This isn't about riots, it's about power. And when power gets this comfortable bullying school children, it's time to start paying attention, isn't it? Crazy stuff, ladies and gents. You would never ever have seen the police in Ulster do this to the kids of either side during the Troubles, would you? I wonder why. And there we go, that's all for now. I'm Paz49, thanks for watching. Stay sane, stay free, and maybe hide your phone under the mattress. You never know when the police might come knocking. I'll catch you at the next one. Roger Trout.